I don't know. It gives me piece of shit energy.
You piece of shit energy.
Big POS energy.
I know. I said it's a bad name.
So, get into it.
Okay, let me adjust the volume on this real quick.
What happened last time?
Slight tweak there. Did we start by just going to Bellamy? Was that where we started? Or did something happen before that? I feel
No,
like
I think we started like in
The morning after
oh my god, you're
we
right.
liberated
yeah,
Silas's mind from
because the
Gaslight Cathol.
NPCs were like, "Hey,
Gaslight
a little
Cathol.
thing happened."
Hey guys, so wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We
the
went to the Dreaming City.
NPCs. Yeah, went to the Dreaming City and encountered an old dude in weird kit.
Mhm.
They said that he was dressed kind of like a stalker or
A Seeker
stalker.
Slayer.
A seeker slayer, but not quite. At a character we know this is Logain from some of our Sunday games, which I mean that's mostly an out of character thing. None of us in character know that, but he did give them a ring of his. Yeah, there he is. I miss that token so much. He's so cool.
I'm on the title card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's there.
Oh,
Bottom right.
he's down in the corner. I'm blind. Don't worry about me. This thing's big.
Yes, a kind of older gentleman with a big hammer saved them when they were fighting a bunch of. I don't know what they are because I haven't fought any of them yet.
That's a good point. Yeah, they're. Oh, did we ever get a name for them?
We did. I don't remember what they are, but we did get a name.
Okay.
But from who did you get the name?
Well, I guess like yeah, we didn't get like a naming thing.
In-
I think I just saw like the name pop up on its. Like,
In
attack
character, I don't
dice.
think we got the name.
In character.
So
Mhm.
creatures of the
yeah.
Nightmare Imperium, is that right? Because not
Basically.
the city.
You guys did get in game, sort of. The Sophist brothers talked about them.
Oh, okay.
Did they?
They simply call them denizens.
Denizens.
Right.
Denizens of the Nightmare Imperium, which is exactly what they're called on my end.
Okay, gotcha. So denizens of the Nightmare Imperium. Logain. Did he give them his name?
No, he did not.
No, he didn't. Okay, so then the gentleman dressed like a seeker or slayer helped them get to safety, gave them a ring, which had some kind of weird insignia on it, right?
Yep.
And now currently, I believe Oriana is attuned to it and can't unattune from it for like a week. Is that right?
No,
No.
it's if you unattune to it, you cannot reattune to it for a week.
Okay.
So she can unattune
And that
to
only
it
applies to
anytime.
Oriana, so like you guys can hopscotch
Yeah.
it. It's just that know that when you unattune to it, you're locking yourself out of it for a week.
I believe that's basically what the whole thing does. I believe.
Dreamwalker ring. I like that name.
Yeah, that was
Look, it's
entirely crap.
compassion. Father figure.
I would say Dreamwalker is one word. So there's no capital W.
Oh, I goofed that, didn't I? Scooby
Goofy goober you.
Scooby bop bop.
But yeah, what did Oriana attune to it for? Because she wanted to test something, right?
Because it was like related to the Dreaming City and all that, she wanted to kind of see like she wanted to gain more of an understanding of what the Dreaming City kind of is, as well as like where this originated from. So she mainly focused on like trying to learn the story of who this person was to kind of understand the person that saved them, and she got a very intimate peek into a very specific moment of the guy's life, which was the end of it. She got a flash of how he died, his last words to someone that he seemed compassionate towards, the general surroundings of what was happening, all that stuff, as well as she got stabbed in the same spot that he got stabbed. So she just starts bleeding at the table and falls backwards, like kind of kicked out of a suspended state of animation kind of thing. Yeah, she was just trying to understand it more and kind of learn some stuff about it. To go along with that, Sajar ended up bumping in and be like, fucking tell us when you're going to do crazy shit. And she's like, okay, you teleport to the other side of the continent. You can't talk. It's like, fair. So we're both kind of like, okay, we're both kind of being reckless assholes. We need to communicate better. To go with that as well, she ended up painting the scene, I believe, and rolled stupidly good, which is why I'm bringing it up. So everyone else had kind of a general idea what was happening there. She worked with Scavola to kind of understand what a cursed item might look and or feel like. It was kind of a teaching opportunity.
You're not
Kind
even
of.
there yet.
Yeah.
It's like
she
like,
got at
that's
best like the
50
101
steps
class.
in. Yeah, that's 50 steps in. She taught you step 1.
Yeah. Oriana did the equivalency of doing like a Google search. Let's see. Delve old. Let's see. Aura, Dreamring, Logain, Sajar. Sajar ends up telling us a bit about the Eye Nocturnal. Why do I... Nocturnal. What is the name of the... It's the Eye of Shamandrax, but then it has something called the something Nocturnal, right?
Iridescent Nocturnal.
Iridescent Nocturnal. Are those the same item?
Yes.
Or no? Okay.
They're the same item, different names.
Yeah. He ends up sharing that, as well as like what that means to him, and a bit more of an understanding of like what's happening on his end. We end up heading out to the Few after that. I think that's about all that happened up until we headed out there. We go to the Few. A number of us see Amber once, or we end up splitting. The sneaky people sneak off. Well, the disguised people, not sneaky, whatever. A number of us end up seeing Amber, being like, oh shit, that's Amber, and then like half a second later, like, oh, that's probably Bellamy. Unless your name is Sajar, he's not very observant, or not very perceptive is the specific one they use. We end up interacting with some people at the bars, in the bar, and kind of stall having to talk to Bellamy. We didn't really want to. I think before we end up talking, yes, because after talk to Bellamy, we immediately left. A number of us ended up talking to a what looked like a Silverblood hunter, who had some interesting capabilities. Over time, we learned that he was a traveling companion of Blair's father, and they were all part of this group. I have it written down. The Virtus Company. There we go. The Virtus Company. They ended up kind of setting up the town that Blair was raised in, and unfortunately, she was there for the end of it. Sajar meets Voltaire.
He also knew Nesty, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that part. Nesty was also part of that crew. So it was Nesty, Tristan, Vera, Aaliyyah. How do you pronounce that?
It was Ilya, right?
Ilya?
Elia.
Elia.
Okay. And then Miles, which is the name of the Silver Blood Hunter fella. We end up grabbing Blair, introducing them, they end up talking. Mind you, this all started because he kind of waved over Anushka, and he's like, let me see your gun. And she's like, no, and started leaving, and then suddenly her gun was in his hands, and it's like, hold on.
Joined it.
With his hand suspiciously bleeding.
Oddity. Sajar ends up meeting a fella named Voltaire. He seems to offer hunting jobs. He does not really specify a ton about it. He does kind of clarify it's like it's not like slave catching and stuff like that. But he doesn't say like it's completely like above the board kind of stuff. So it's like low key we kind of think he's a poacher. High key he's probably a poacher. Koltar and Crazy. Koltar hangs out with you know who? Altani?
Coulter?
Coulter. I will never say his name right.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What if I just don't
is,
talk to Miles. I think about that point is when we're all like, okay, we could stall more, but it's like we kind of need to address the elephant in the room, which is Bellamy. A few of us head over, start talking to them, kind of discover that, hey, we should have everyone here. Like, this is a very big group decision. So we end up gathering everyone, and over time kind of get a better understanding of why Bellamy is kind of letting us not do whatever we want, but isn't just wiping us off the board. And we also end up coming to an accords of give us back Sal's family, and for, I believe the terms were for 4.5 or 5 months, somewhere in that range. I can't remember what we said after session. If we were to go to the north, and we were going to intervene on something that the Blackwatch doesn't want us to intervene on, they will say, hey, shoot, go away, don't do that, don't talk to them about this, don't do this thing, don't do that. And then, by our word, we will not do that. And if we get to the end of that time, from what I recall, I think Silas's family is just off the table. Like, it's fine. We could go back to warring with each other, and they're not going to bug Silas's family. I believe. We don't, I think, hear, like, any, like, arcane eldritch lock click into place when we made this deal. So if we want to betray that in the future, we're not screwing ourselves over on, like, a grand eldritch scale. We're just kind of screwing each other over on, like, a mortal scale, which gods and elder beings don't give a fuck about that, but people lie to each other all the time. Kasaya ends up taking this really to heart because, yeah, she just kind of signed off to letting the death of, not her people directly, but the Nivros people in general in the north, just like, we're just not going to do anything about that.
She doesn't have any people left to kill. So yeah, it'd be pretty hard.
Alessander in his disguise ends up going to comfort her and holds up the act of the disguise while also being very compassionate and letting it fade at times that are important. And it's like, it was just a really fun little scene. Altani's also in the corner, like, giving her bro, like, a fucking scaldic inspirations, and then eventually
I don't think he even used any.
I don't think he did either.
Do you think I need a Skulldugget for inspiration for Kasai? Come on now.
That's crazy. Anyways,
The dice
trying
rolls
to-
with me.
yeah. Trying to speed this up a little bit. A Black Force Ranger, Black Force, yeah, that's right now. Ranger ends up showing up, escorting Silas's family. Silas fucking full body tackles them into a hug. They are like, hell yeah. We end up agreeing, like, hey, let's celebrate getting your family back, and then try to figure out what to do with our lives after that. We end up going back to Lord Shrayern's place, but I think we're going to quickly move to Owen's magnificent mansion, and probably tell Samantha, like, hey, by the way, this is what's happening. There's just a magic door here. Don't worry about it. Like, that's us. It's fine. Probably in better detail than that. We go there. We start accruing.
I would say she's not going to go upstairs, so.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. We end up starting to accrue so many people. so many people. We ask... some of the NPCs start asking, like, hey, can I bring a friend? And those NPCs like, hey, can I bring a friend for other reasons? Da-da-da-da-da. And I think we have like 50 people at this party now. It's like, we thought...
just
it was
below.
47.
Just below.
Just under. Just barely under. Before things start popping off, people discuss a little bit. A number of people end up talking to Rickard and his +1, which I can't remember the name of that guy off the top of my head. I knew it was a cool name, but I can't remember what it is.
Eddard?
Correct.
Eddard? Yeah.
Seeker Captain Eddard, the Banshee boy.
Yeah. Who talks to people via psionics, which should...
No.
No? What?
Telepathic is not psionic. Those are very different things. A message is not psionic, for example.
Mhm.
Right? They're different things, and I will clarify that now, and before you start thinking, well, what's the fucking difference then? You'll see.
Right? The brain. Number of people end up talking to Rickard and his friend. We end up bringing more and more people in, including Delvit themselves. We're talking about Delvit at that point in time, by the way. We're talking about Delvit. We end up bringing Delvit. We end up bringing Tolis. We end up bringing in America. We end up bringing a handful of NPCs and PCs, and just trying to figure out what's going on with that shit. Some people get some interesting ideas. Some blood tests happen, and I think in the end it kind of boiled down to there was like daemon intervention involvement in a way that I'm not 100% confident on answering. Thanks, guys. And that's kind of where we end up. The end of that conversation, and we're all kind of like breaking away, doing our own thing. And at this point is probably when like most of everyone else ends up arriving, because it's kind of it pretty much like staggered. Like here's Owen, here's the different NPCs that most of the NPCs that Blair ended up inviting, and then everyone else is showing up at their own delineations.
At this rate, I'd be surprised if the all host didn't show up.
Honestly, like genuinely.
So just knocks on the door like, "Hey, you guys having a party? What the hell?"
Let's rumble, baby. Can we get to 50 net yet?
Yeah, sure. You guys can all roll some D100s. If you roll the equivalencies of divine intervention, something will happen.
Okay.
So what level are you guys? 9?
9?
Mhm.
All right, you have a 9% chance.
It's not
each.
impossible.
No.
Keep in mind, whoever successfully rolls it, it will be in accordance to whoever successfully rolls it.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Instead of rolling as Alexander, can I roll as the other guy?
Sure.
Coulter.
I roll as cool.
Ah,
Nope.
shit.
Damn.
Damn. Well, there's a 9 in there, but there's 30 missing, or adding.
Yeah.
Anushka and Deet? A.k.a.
Yeah.
Kirsty and Dorky?
Oh, so close.
That's so close!
So fucking close.
Aw.
Yeah, not really.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
not
that's
really.
bizarre.
Oh, and then 24. That's pretty damn
Oh.
close too, but...
All right, moving on.
Close to all the rolls, but no, not quite.
What a shame.
Can
I will
Fred get a
roll one
roll?
for. No. I will roll one for one specific person, an NPC.
Ooh.
Oh my
So on the
God.
other end of the scale...
Oh,
Damn, that's an insult.
Oh my god, you gotta do something now.
Well, if I follow the rules of lower is better and higher is worse, then that would be fuck everything up. So we'll not do that.
No.
We
Oh
make
my
a doorway
God.
to the Magnificent Mansion, we all get sucked into the freaking astral plane.
Yeah, the voice.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Fucking Fergus pops out, hey, fuckers!
Oh my god, actually.
Anything else?
Direly important details? I don't think so.
Okay. Then allow me to do some catch up for Dorky.